Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I did a terrible job last year of staying consistent with this, and I could share my millions of reasons of why I didn't. However, I'm going to. And this year, one of my own personal New Year's resolutions is to get recommitted to this and really share my knowledge, my journey, and hopefully help inspire and encourage you on your own journey. So to start back my channel this year, in the year of 2020, I can't believe we're in 2020, guys. Anyways, I wanted to see where you guys are struggling, what type of things you guys are looking for. And so the other day on both Facebook and Instagram, I asked everyone, what are your fitness questions and things that like you're wondering about or confused about? And a few of those I did respond to immediately. However, some of them I was like, I'm just going to put this in a long video. And a few of them I did hit, but I still want to answer more on. So to get started, I am going to go to my Instagram. I'm not on my phone and texting, trying to ignore you guys. That's not it. I'm going to the questions that were asked. Okay, so my first question was, how do you hit your macros? I'm struggling with hitting them. The short answer to this is I eat. However, that's not just it. Hitting my macros, as most people know, it's a very, very specific set for each person, depending on one, their own bodies, and two, what their goals are, what they're after, whether they're in surplus or deficit. There's a lot that goes into it. However, how I personally hit my macros is, one, I meal prep. Everything I eat is pretty much planned out. I very rarely go over or under my macros. I have pretty much almost nailed down how to get all my macros in within my calorie range every day. Now, that being said, I think a lot of people forget the part of, oh, this says it's a full serving, I'm going to eat the full serving. No, eat half of it. Eat 3/4 of it so that you can hit your macros dead on. Another part to hitting my macros is the exact opposite. Is like, oh, it says this is only one serving. Eat 3 of them if you need more protein. How I hit my macros is I eat, and I eat within my macros, very rarely ever going under or below. Next question. How do you stay so focused? The way I personally stay focused is I make myself stay focused. Day-to-day life for me does not change. I have a very specific routine that I go by. Because what I've been doing for the past couple of years has been working, I don't change it up. It's simple as that. That being said, though, to get focused, it takes a mental shift. It's not just like, oh, I'm going to get focused. It's like, how am I going to get focused? I have to make myself, but how do I actually get there? That becomes a little bit more difficult. A lot of times I wake up and I am very frazzled in the morning. Oh my gosh, I'm this or that. But I have a time during every morning, typically whenever I'm taking my daily vitamins, I'm drinking my orange juice, drinking my coffee, that I start getting focused. Like, what's my goal today? I'm trying to get better today. That's my goal, and I force myself. It is a lot easier said than done. You make it happen. Now, please don't confuse focus with motivation. I'm not going to lie to you. Between about October to mid-December, I was not motivated. However, I was focused, and when I was focused, I was still disciplined. Okay, a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, you're so motivated all the time. Wrong. There are days that I love the gym. It's not a secret that I love to go to the gym. I love to work out. It is my therapy session every day. But there are times I was like, I am dreading this. I don't want to go. However, I have goals that I wanted to meet. I got focused. I stayed disciplined to what I was after. So please don't confuse focus with motivation, because motivation comes in waves for everyone. And so you cannot rely on motivation to meet your goals, guys. Next question. Which is better, counting calories or macros? Yes, that's the answer. So let me explain. I plan on some point to do like a macros, like crash course 101. And hopefully I plan to share it in a way that is easy for people that don't understand it. It's the basics, the principles, and how it actually works. So to answer this question, which is better, counting calories or macros, I answered yes, right? I do both. I have a range of calories that I stay within every single day. Within those calories that I stay in, I count the macros, the macronutrients, okay? Those macros are to make sure that I am fulfilling my body with the nutrients that it needs every single day. People can be in deficit and losing weight. However, they're filling their bodies with junk. You can fill your body with 1,800 calories of chocolate, 1,800 calories of Skittles, like whatever you want it to be. The whole point of counting macros is that within those calories that you are in deficit or surplus if you're trying to gain, that you are eating good foods, nutrient-dense foods, foods that are going to fuel and nourish your body for your goals, okay? So it's not just calories, it's not just macros, it's both. They go hand in hand, they work together. The next question I was asked was, do you have any tips or tricks you'd recommend? No. The tips and tricks that you're wanting is actually the shortcut. It's actually the excuse. It's actually pretty much everything rather than putting in the work and putting in the time to get the results that you're wanting. There are no tips, there are no tricks to losing weight, to changing your body composition. The people you see on Instagram, the people you see on Facebook, they've worked hard. Quit trying to undermine their work by saying tips and tricks. There's no magic pill, there's no supplement, there's nothing that's going to get you your results except for you and the work you put in. Okay? I could get going on preaching and I could start basically like this whole motivational speech on this, but I'm not going to. I'm going to answer this question. There are no tips and tricks. There's not a single one. There are things that you can do as far as supplements that may help enhance, but they're exactly like they're a supplement. They enhance what you're already doing. Without you putting in the work, you're not getting anywhere with them, okay? Quit reaching out to people for tips and tricks and the secret diets that they're doing, these fat and crash diets. Do it the right way, do it the old-fashioned way, and take control of your health. Okay, next question before I start rabbit holing. Motivational tips. Question mark, question mark, question mark. No, girl. If you figured this one out, let me know. Kind of referring to what I said earlier, motivation does not stay. Now, if you're having a hard time getting started, that can't be normal. It's because you're probably intimidated. You don't want to do the work. You don't want to have to sacrifice maybe sleep, maybe time, and that's kind of keeping you down. You may know that you have a lot of work to do and you're fearful that maybe you're not going to succeed this time. I can't fix that and nobody else can fix that for you. You have to find it in you first to do it. You've got to be your own motivation. You've got to be the one that's like, I'm going to do this. I'm getting up. I'm going after this because this is for me. Motivation, it does happen. You get motivated, but it never lasts for longer than your goal that you're after. So like I stated earlier, it all comes down to discipline, staying focused, and knowing what you're after. Another question I received was, hey, quick question. Should I continue going to the gym and being consistent with weights, or should I go back to MMA or CrossFit? I don't know. I don't know what you should do. My response says it all depends on your goals. All can have great results and be effective if you're putting in the work. What are your goals? That's what I'm getting to here. The decisions you make based on your health are all based on your own goals. There are multiple ways to be active. And the whole point of being active is to be healthy. They are all healthy things to do. So I think it all comes down to, what do you enjoy most? Do you enjoy MMA? Do you enjoy CrossFit? Do you enjoy lifting weights? What do you enjoy? There's no way that I could have done this or anyone out there could do it for as long as we do it for if we didn't enjoy it. There is a love that comes from it. It's not miserable. So, like when you think you're like, I just couldn't do it, I hate it, find something you enjoy, whether it's hiking, biking, running. Like, I'll be the first to tell you, I don't like to run, so I don't do it. I don't want to burn myself out because then what's the fun in that? And then I start to fall off just like everyone else out there. So depending on what your goals are, make your decision based off of that. Next question was, Any specific type of weights for the legs? I honestly know nothing about lifting. Yes, there are specific lifts for the legs. Glad you asked. There's specific lifts for every single body part out there. That's why, well, there's different days for different stuff. But to truly answer, there are a ton of different exercises for legs. Depending on what part of the legs you are working out is a different lift. Some people like to do what is termed accessory workouts, which I'm not even going to go into, and some like to do heavy lifting. I like to do a mixture of both because I work to train and build a physique, a certain type of look and body composition. So I kind of do a mix of all of it, but I also do like to train for strength as well. Some of my favorite lifts is deadlifting, squats, leg presses, leg extensions, leg curls, calf raises. So another thing with that is I'm not even going to sidetrack or rabbit hole too bad. Get to work in your core, people. You will be astounded by the amount of strength you build in all of your lifts whenever you start training your core. So last question was, what type of foods do you eat in your daily routine? Well, I eat a bunch of fats, I eat a bunch of carbs, and a bunch of protein. Examples are, in my daily routine, in my daily food logs and stuff, you'll see I eat rice cakes, I eat eggs, egg whites, turkey sausage, peanut butter, sweet potatoes, rice, broccoli, green beans, asparagus, Brussels sprouts, chicken, beef. I do eat ground turkey, avocado, nuts, oatmeal, cream of wheat. Those are all things that is not rare to see on my plate multiple times a day. I have certain meals that I eat relentlessly. I just love the taste of them. I love how I feel. My body likes them. I don't tend to bloat with these type of foods. Those are the foods that I tend to eat year round, whether I'm on prep. Only difference is how much I'm eating. And again, even though many times I still know exactly what I'm eating, I log those. Logging. I think it's a very, very, very important thing to log your foods. A lot of times we don't realize how much we're eating, what we're eating, until it's logged and we can see it, and then we realize, holy cow, I thought I was in deficit and I must be in surplus with the amount of foods I've been eating. So very important to log your foods. Even log on your cheat meals so that you can see, oh wow, I went over, or you know what, I can actually still have a little more food today because you didn't cheat too terribly. Cheat meals are not the enemy. Your carbs are not the enemy. Your fats are not the enemy. Nothing is the enemy. Your own mentality. We need food to eat. We need food to eat, to grow, to lose weight. Everything. Food is our friend. It is our fuel. Those are all the questions that I received this past week whenever I put the questions out there. If you guys have any more questions, be sure to comment those questions below, and I would love to answer them. Next few videos, I plan to, give a crash course on macros and go a little bit more in depth with that. Throughout the year, I would love to share more workouts and explain and share how I train and how I get my best results, as well as continue to inspire and motivate you guys. That is one of my favorite things to do because I love to see you guys succeed, feel good, feel confident, and feel strong about yourselves. So thank you all for joining me as I am coming back into the YouTube game. You all are amazing as always. Bye.
Having such a blast, but don't ask where my head is at, 'cause I'm cruising through the rush of